Alright, hello everybody. Back today with more GregTech New Horizons. So I am basically mining copper right now. I just finished mining some redstone. And I did mine out the rest of that, the old pyrite vein. So that one is now depleted right here. Then I mined out a good chunk of redstone. I'm mining a little bit more copper right now. I did finally put some redstone on my tools. As you can see, it's a lot faster now. And to tell you how much I've mined, this thing, I put one lapis on it before I started this morning. I already have Fortune 2 at 169 lapis. That's how ridiculous this has gotten at this point. So, and I did like speed up the tools with redstone and stuff, so we should be pretty much good to go for today. I'm just gonna finish mining this a little bit here, and then we're gonna get started on building the farms out over that lake and the swamp area there. They're gonna be right up here, pretty much, just right out in this area. I'm gonna like build a dock like right here, and just a path that like goes out to a platform out here with all the farms and stuff on it. I think that'll be pretty cool and change things up a little bit from last time around where I just did a giant box. And then depending on how far I get through that today, we'll try and get started on some more quests as well. I really want to get a backpack going. Is going back and forth with this inventory, it fills up so fast with like these impure piles of junk basically that it's a bit of a pain, and I'd like to fix that problem, if you know what I mean. And unfortunately this one I'm hitting a lot of gravel. Like, I've mined so much gravel out of this vein already. I think we're gonna be good on gravel for at least a little bit. Whoa, I hit the wrong button there. Right. Yeah, this shouldn't take more than just another minute or two here. And we'll get things kicked off. Ah, speaking of full inventory, there you go. Let's toss that and grab this. Alright. That should be enough to get going. Let's see if I can't get at least a couple more there. That, and we might as well get some pyrite. Let's see, we're at 27 on that. Oops, well, that was a mistake. Let's toss that gravel. And hopefully this will be enough copper to actually start getting things going as far as Steam Age soon. That's kind of the plan, is to get the Steam Age like proper, like by the end of next stream, and then go from there pretty much. This vein seems quite concentrated as far as the pyrite goes too. Pretty nice so far. Like, I've got no complaints with this vein. Let's just get these couple here, and I got a bunch of other crap there. Alright. Sure. Why not? Alright, let's get out of here. So yeah, I did, as I said I was gonna do, I sorted the inventory out. Got some extra drawers made, things like that. I got my coke oven set back up and running here, because I do believe I need some of this creosote for today. And I still got all the crops in here. It's a mess. I got all the tools moved over into this one right here. And yeah, I got signs here. They're not the most legible because they're spruce. I need to fix that. That's a later me problem. All I had was spruce, so I had to use what I had. But yeah, and I can definitely confirm they did make these work with Fortune. It's not like Moni Factory where they disabled that in modern GregTech. It very much works here. So, we're gonna have to do a little bit of land clearing first. Okay, you can see the temporary stuff I set up yesterday. It's going pretty well so far. But yeah, I need to knock down probably that tree right there. I may or may not knock that one down too. Then we'll make a path and make a little bit of a dock out there. I have around 1,000 spruce logs, so that should be enough to at least make the dock, and a little bit more. Oh, I was sprinting there for a second. That's not a good idea. You don't want to sprint on IC2 crops. It blows them up. Yeah, and we'll kind of need to fill that in right here. There's a little bit of work to do. Shouldn't be that bad, though. It's definitely manageable. Yeah, then once we get that going, we'll tear these out. This is all going away. And it'll move down over this way instead. You know what? I probably should just tear that tree down. Would be wise. Oh. But yeah, this is the primary goal for today, though. It's just building farms for the most part. We'll see how far I can get on quest progression after that. I do want to try to, like I said, get a backpack at the very least. If that's even possible yet. Forget what all it means. Shouldn't be that bad, though. Alright, that looks pretty good. We'll have to kind of smooth this edge out a little bit, and then we'll kind of take it out this way. The entrance will be a little bit on the, kind of on the corner of it, and then we'll make like a system out here, make a big platform with the farms on it. I think that'll be pretty cool. Let's see here. Yeah, you can see the inventory is already starting to become a bit of a cluster situation. Let's see. This one right here. Yeah, 6 stacks should be okay. It's not gonna be like full farms yet, but it should be pretty decent. Cause I don't have a lot of the crops yet. I gotta break a bunch of gardens first. But shouldn't be too bad though. Let's see, we're gonna need all of those. And we're probably gonna need a bucket just in case. And we'll be efficient about it and use these instead. That should be plenty to get me started. Lighting's gonna be a bit of a problem because I don't have a lot of torches yet, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. Clay. I don't need more clay right now. Yeah, this is certainly an interesting little area here. Can you not place torches randomly thing? That would be nice. I forget how much those, like, mess with the placement sometimes. It can get a little bit crazy. Alright, and then we'll make our little platform off to the side. Or walkway, I mean. If I can stop. Oh my gosh. Stop that. Alright. Yeah, if I can stop randomly placing torches everywhere. For 2 seconds here. Alright. Let's go sleep real quick. The path is going to be pretty basic right now. It's just going to be shoveled out like dirt path, pretty much. Just have to wait on the grass to actually grow there, or it's not going to work. And yeah, I am very much running out of food here. At least get some carrots to pop in there real quick, so I have 4 varieties. Alright, good enough. And we'll go right here. So, I need to make some stairs real quick. The one thing I forgot to make. So, if we go like, say, this. I don't know, do I want to raise the dock up a bit, or do I want it, like, flush with the surface? Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, it may be best to do something like this and just have it right above the surface. And then it's all bottom half slabs. That might work better, but I don't know. I guess we'll go with this for now. See how it works out. So, kind of like that. Oh yeah, this is that kind of Minecraft. I forgot about that bug. Something I'm surprised they haven't fixed with any of the mods yet. So that's a pretty annoying vanilla bug right there. Yeah, that's so annoying. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have used half slabs. That may not have been the best idea. For now, we'll just do temporary lighting. Like that. And yeah, probably another like 10-ish blocks or so. Yeah, let's go like 15. That should be good. Okay, it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, right there. 10, 11, 12. It's good enough. Alright, so yeah, now we build the sides of it here. It's just going to be logs kind of sticking straight up. Kind of like that, and then we'll put some stuff on the sides there. I'll put like a chiseled block there or something. Do I want it 5 and then that, or do I want it a little closer? I gotta decide here. I should probably do it 3, actually. That would make more sense, thinking about this logically. 3 would make a lot more sense than 5. Yeah, we're gonna have messed up water there, but I'll fix it eventually. Darn it. You know what I need to do? Just take these off. That'll solve all my headaches. This is probably not the wisest idea to use flammable material here, but it is what it is. It should be fine, right? What's the worst that could happen? All right. It's gonna be so annoying. Because it slows me down having to do it a little slower to prevent that bug from happening. It's easily one of the most annoying bugs in the game, as far as building goes. Yeah, it's like, just why? It's like it misreads like what half of the block you're trying to click on when you're right near the edge of the block. I think is what happens, or something along those lines is what it's doing. And it's very annoying when it does it. Already? Oh my gosh. That's gonna keep happening a lot. And it's gonna drive me nuts. Wrong home. Need to go to that one. I still haven't deleted the old home since I'm still over there mining on occasion. Probably should do that eventually. see, do we have all the trapdoors now? Okay, yeah, we actually do. Okay. How bad are they? They're actually not bad at all. Iron screws, sticks, and slabs. Okay. Yeah, we can do a bunch of like spruce trapdoors as trim around it. Yeah, the idea is going to be like I'll have a central area going down this way, and then I'll have plots on, like around squares going around plots on both sides. Which is why I'm filling this in on this side right here. And then like this will continue straight down here, and then it'll go into actual farms right there. So I should probably go get the cobblestone blocks. They should be somewhere, I believe, up here. Yeah. Now we can ditch that real quick. Grab this. That's gonna be relatively simple because I really don't have a lot of different kinds of building materials at the moment. Being still kind of in the Stone Age, a lot of the good materials aren't really possible to get or easy to get at this point. Ah, the bug is so frustrating. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the slabs were a mistake here. Even if it saves logs, that was a mistake. It is such a pain in the butt with that bug. I should have remembered that. With all these new blocks in here, sometimes I forget I'm on old Minecraft that has these kind of problems still. Okay. And now we will do like this. 1, 2, 3 there. And then we do like this, right? Whoops. And then this will get filled in with dirt, and these are just going to get expanded out like both ways pretty much. Like we're going to try to do like 3 of these out this way, probably like 5 out this way, sort of thing, like 15 or so plots. Probably good enough to get started. That's the general idea of what I'm going to be doing right here. Nothing too crazy. We're going to start small and then expand throughout the stream here. At least it's easy to get back up when you make that mistake. That's really the only good part about it. And if it wasn't old swimming physics, it would also be a little bit easier. That's a big part of why it's such a pain here. Dang it. Ah, man. Can't win for losing with this. Come on. Wow. Man. Whoops. Okay, and we'll do that. Let's go ahead and get dirt put in there, and then we'll get some stuff planted real quick. I mainly want to get more cotton going, and then stuff like that. Cotton and I believe it was barley, because barley grows faster than the wheat does. So it's actually better to use barley for this. Hi. Oh, well that's not good. Yeah, you can come out here. Let's say no thanks on that. Will not take you up on that offer. I don't feel like dealing with infernal mobs right now. That would be really bad. Need to get water buckets. Here should be another one. Since we can't waterlog stuff in this version, it should be fine. Is there any other good source of water? Like, probably take it from that lake right over there. Then we'll rip those out and put them in the new one. Ah, here it is. So I don't want to ruin the water out here, like, too badly. And I can also take from this one right here, too, actually. That might be a better choice, since it's a little closer. Right here. Yeah, because the good thing is they did not implement waterlogging, because that would be a total nightmare in this version. I can't see any easy way for them to be able to do that ever. That I know of. You know, even little tiles is kind of screwy in this version. And pretty limited in what it can do. So even that's not an option. Yeah, we'll do cotton right here, probably barley right here. And then the next one's gonna be spruce logs, for sure. Dang it. There we go. Keep misspelling it. Yeah, I really need to get better foods. Like, the situation of having to eat things that give like 1 to 1.5 chops like every couple minutes is extremely frustrating. And that's part of why I'm doing this, is to work towards the what do you call it? What am I thinking of here? Oh gosh, what was it I was working towards? My mind blanked out. Yeah, I forgot. Totally forgot. Healing axe, that's what I'm working towards. I want to try and get the healing axe, like, as soon as possible. Okay, I'm not sure what that was. That was creepy. Okay. These 32 can just go like that. Good enough. And yeah, eventually I'll be able to put like a faster way to get here. I can probably just sneak some asphalt down right here instead of that, and just be able to zoom down the middle. But can't quite make that just yet. Not really an option. Okay, good enough. So the next one will be probably bonsai trees. Like out over this way, we'll do these two of bonsai trees, like one spruce and then one just like kind of a mix up of everything else. I could just do two though. We'll see what it looks like with one. So I'd prefer to at least try and get like some things done today. Come on. And then yeah, I'll have to figure out where I want to make the orchard at. That might go like maybe out this way. I can flatten this out some and kind of turn this into like an orchard and things like that over there for all the trees. Ooh, a little bit of lag there. Notice it does that like every now and then. It'll kind of lag and chug for a second. And then it catches back up. Dang it. And yeah, I have no way of speeding this movement up. Wish I could. Oh my gosh. Can you not? Probably get rid of the chunk overlay too. I don't really need that right now. Oops. Dang it. Hello. Yeah, thank you for the raid. How'd the rest of the Minecraft go there? You haven't missed a whole lot yet. I finished mining a little bit of copper, and then I started building the dock and farms out this way. This is what most of today is going to be right now. And depending on how long it takes to get most of these farms up and running, we'll do some quest progression afterwards. Yeah, the only bummer, too, with this being 1710 is you get a lot of that like that. It's kind of annoying. Oh, we got us a bot. Let me take care of that bot here real quick. Goodbye. see, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Let me see, I'm trying to make this work here. Okay, yeah. I think it's working, whatever you're trying to do, I'm not sure. I've never seen that thing before. Yeah, I think it's working. I'm not sure. I've never tried to use that feature either. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay. I don't know what it's doing, but I guess we'll find out, huh? Yeah. Must be something new. Yeah, it's probably something new. Most likely. Never seen it before either. But yeah, I got cotton back up and running. Got the start of barley planted. This creeper really, really wants me for some reason. Ah, yeah, probably. Alright, where did it go? This creeper is being a real pain. Alright, I think it's gone. Yeah, it's an ender creeper, so... makes sense. At least it's not infernal like the one that was in my base a few minutes ago, so there is that. Look at it that way. Yeah, see, that's an old Minecraft bug right there. That's a 10-year-old Minecraft bug. It places slabs on the wrong half of the block sometimes, and it's really, really frustrating when it does it. It was fixed in more modern versions. It was fixed a long time ago, actually. I forget exactly what version fixed it. I think it was like 1.8, 1.9 era when they fixed that. Because it's like a desync between the client and server, and it thinks I'm aiming like at the bottom half of the block, even though I'm not. Speaking of water gardens, I mentioned water gardens are a little bit of a pain to get sometimes. Here they are. So that's nice. Dang it. The slabs were a mistake, I'll say that much. The slabs were a very bad idea. That's 8 of them right there, shoot. And there's more out there. Wow. Well, that's one of the 2 hard gardens to get out of the way. This reason why I'm doing it, I've come over here to fishing, farming, cooking. Let me go right here. This is my main goal right now. It's the hunger no more. So this healing axe, not only is it an infinite durability axe, but it basically just refills your hunger and saturation as long as you're holding it. So when your hunger gets low, you can just hold that axe for a few seconds and your hunger refills. No more food needed, no more spice of life, but all this having to eat varieties and all that crap. Uh-uh. Nope. Just gone. Get rid of it. And as you can see, how I said I was gonna do the storage, I got some storage drawers set up. Much better than dumping all of the crap in chests. Yeah, I got like raw ores and stuff sorted out. I got gems there, dust here, mob drops, things like that. Yeah, it's pretty nice. These are usually pretty hard to find if you're not lucky with biomes, so that's good that I got them this quickly. I need a hammer and a file. I tried to put on the old texture pack that changes the colors between the file and the screwdriver because they look pretty similar other than being flipped in directions. But I'm going to have to just redo it from scratch because these tools are flipped in the opposite direction now in the new version of GregTech. So I got to just remake the texture pack and then it'll be fine again. Making more saws here. If I use a saw to do the wood instead of just the crafting table itself, you get the normal vanilla Minecraft yield. Because you see, if I do this, I only get 2 planks, but if I do that, I get the 4 planks. That's not even a GT&H specific thing. That's just GregTech in general that does that. That's one of GregTech's like signature vanilla nerfs that it likes to do. There's quite a few of those that are just built into GregTech, just as is. Trying to see if there's anything else I got a decent amount of that I can just stick in there for now. Well, let's see. We only need 9 of those, so I can stick 7 pineapples in there. That's good enough. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's a mod called Sound Physics. It exists in newer versions also. Except I forget what it's called. It's a different name now. It's not called Sound Physics anymore, if I remember right. Hang on and I can check here real quick. It'll only take me a second. Let's see. 121, where are you? Let's see. Another good one is in modern Minecraft is Presence Footsteps. That's what dynamic surroundings is now called. And let's see, where is it here? Looking for it. Yeah, it's called Sound Physics Remastered on Fabric. And Neoforge, I forget what it's called. Let me see here. Yeah, it's also Sound Physics Remastered in Neoforge, so just look for the remastered version and you're good. Yeah, it should be Sound Physics Remastered on both. So, either way you go. One of the nice, better ambience mods out there. Yeah, I'd recommend Presence Footsteps too, along with it. That just adds some more sound effects and ambient sounds and different footstep sounds for different blocks, things like that. And, it's called dynamic surroundings in this version. This is a 10-year-old version of the game. And it is what's also adding like those bird chirping sound effects and crickets and all that in the background too. It's a nice thing to have so the game just isn't like dead and quiet, you know, all the time like it normally is. And I also added a mod in here that will change the music so it just runs constantly. It's called Music Choices in this version. I wouldn't recommend it if you have mods that add any music in modern Minecraft, though. Like, none of the mods I've tried work properly in modern Minecraft with it. If you have mods like dimension mods and stuff that add new music or new boss fights with new music, they don't work well. In this version, it works perfectly fine, though. Like, it's one of those mods I always add to a pack if I can, anyway. And you're gonna like what's coming next. I don't think you've seen these yet, but bonsai trees. So, yeah. Right here, like bonsai seeds. You take these, they literally just grow like tree drops for all the vanilla trees. It's part of Industrial Craft 2, actually. Not even part of GregTech. In this version, GregTech still requires IC2 to run. Or in modern Minecraft, it no longer requires it. As GregTech originally started as an Industrial Craft add-on a long time ago. That was back when it was still like GregTech version 2. All it did was add some additional machines and a little bit more complexity to vanilla Industrial Craft. And added like top tier power generation, which was literally just a fusion reactor. So it was just like a donut shaped fusion reactor. That's actually the default end game still in GregTech. It's just it's a lot longer road to get there now than it was a long time ago. And later on, like halfway through this pack, if I get that far through it, you're going to be seeing a lot of fusion donuts. They're a big part of like the later game in this pack. Like there is just no end to the fusion donuts. The GTNH devs just decided to run with in-game GregTech and just all the additional tiers. It's just everything is a donut now. And it's like, oh, we need this recipe for some fancy, like, interdimensional item. Well, it's a fusion recipe made in a donut. So... And I'm gonna clog this inventory up with all this garbage. Probably not a good idea, but eh. Sort the trouble out later, you know? Where are the IC2 crops? So you take these crop sticks right here, right? Which are just made with 4 longwood sticks right now, which are just made with a saw and a file and a log. Eventually, they'll be able to just be made in this lathe right here, and you'll get 4 of these out of 1 log. But we're not there yet. That's another thing you'll notice in GregTech is everything early on is extremely inefficient. And the higher you progress in the tiers, the more efficient everything gets. So yeah, instead of that whole trouble of planting giant spruce trees, we just come and do this. And then you're set. Like, obviously these are going to stay here for now. Long as possible. And I need to make more crop sticks. I also need to grab dirt. That might help. Trying to do this without dirt is kind of stupid. As I expand this out, this is going to get a lot faster and easier. And you just saw the downside to IC2 crops. Unlike vanilla crops where you can sprint all over them nowadays. Yeah, IC2 crops are old school. You sprint on these things, you break the crop. You have a chance of breaking the whole thing. You gotta be real careful around these. What is the dropped item there? I don't know. Shows there's a dropped item on the mini-map there. Weird. Yeah, you're about to see the bonsai trees getting planted here. I'm going to plant a whole field of them. Let's come down here and grab our water since it's not infinite. That's safe. And I need to repair that. There's no way that's going to work. I don't know why I'm carrying the tool station. I don't need to. I can just carry the crafting station and it works. This seems to be part of what's causing the lag, too, occasionally in the frame rate. The other thing you gotta worry about with IC2 crops is weeds. If you leave these crop sticks empty for too long, they'll start to grow weeds, which will just grow over all your existing crops that you've planted. So you do gotta be careful and make sure that every one of them is filled and not weeds. But the weeds are like really like light, like lime green, kind of like this color right here. So they're really easy to spot, fortunately. So yeah, and we just plant saplings on crop sticks and you got spruce bonsai that quick. Easy. You can even, like, crossbreed crops and everything with these crop sticks. Yeah, it is. No more having to chop giant freaking spruce trees and crap. I mean, giant spruce trees, I don't mind chopping, but this is a lot more efficient once you get a whole lot of these with high tier growth stats on them. They're crazy. And there's literally a machine that will automate this as well. It's a crop manager right here. So you can literally just set this there and it will harvest crop sticks around it. In a 5 block radius for the low voltage version, which is the first tier. Like, it requires water and a little bit of electricity, but that's not that hard to get once you're at that point, so... It's like you can set that up and then just pipe all the drops automatically into the drawers and stuff. Or in the case of what's going to tend to happen a lot, is they're going to get piped... Hello. They're going to get piped, basically into a bunch of coke ovens. Yeah, that's an infernal. That's bad. And it's sprint, so don't want to anger that. That thing will just come flying at me like super fast. So, what we're going to do now is that... Actually, no, I can't yet. Shoot. What am I doing? Yeah, eventually I'm going to have a small plot of all of those. Yeah, that's an infernal mob. You notice it had a boss health bar at the top of the screen? Those are bad news. You don't want those. That's what I was talking about earlier with infernal mobs. Those are a avoid at all costs. Like, you do not want to be interacting with those in any way. Trust me. Let's see. Delighted meals. Okay, what do we need here? We need potatoes, any smoothie, and a deluxe cheeseburger. So we need a full plot of lettuce, a full plot of tomato. Though I can probably start with the 8 of each for now. But eventually lettuce and tomato will get expanded. Yeah, like, this is where the barley comes into effect. Go bread, dough, and be made out of barley flour and stuff like that. So yeah, I need any berry. That's fine. That's easy to do. You can use potatoes or zucchini. Zucchini fries or zucchini cheese toast and tofu. So it's a lot easier to just do potatoes and salt in bakeware or a rolling pin. So yeah, we'll get things like the lettuce and tomato planted first, and potatoes, and carrots, things like that. So again, if we go here, this quest, you can see the requirements, and these consume, I need 8 of each of the garden types that are found in different areas of the world, with these being the hardest, the nether garden. Then 128 firm tofu, 128 silken tofu, that's just a bunch of soybeans and water, that's easy. Then 20 each of 6 of the top tier foods. The worst thing here typically is going to be the rainbow curry, because it's a bunch of different flowers, and the worst one tends to be lavender. And then burning blossoms, because these are in the nether. The rest of this is easy. It's blue orchids, poppies, and dandelions. And curry rice, just curry peppers, rice, coconut milk or regular milk, and salt. Coconut milk's preferable because it can be grown. So, yeah. Luckily, I'm literally living in a lavender biome. Don't have to worry about it. So the easiest to do here is beef Wellington, spinach, any kind of meat, including tofu, because that counts, and dough, and then a mushroom. And no cooking, no nothing special required here. It's just you craft it, compared to my 1 to 1.5 chop smoothies, look at that, 8 chops and a full bar of saturation. And that's counting all the stupid Spice of Life nerfs. So, they are very, very good to get. Let's see, soybeans. You know what? We'll plant soybeans first, just to get those going. Because I need a full field of soybeans. Well, let's do those first. That would be wise. Then we come here, just convert them to seeds real quick, like that. Because that's a thing you can do with Spam's Harvest Craft, as I like to call it. Reason why I call it Spam's is it tends to spam the world generation with those gardens, like, all over the place. Like, the world generation is extremely spammy by default. Here, it's not so bad. Like, they've toned it down in this pack to where it's not, like, really super spammy. Like, normally spams as hard as Britannia does. If you've ever seen that mod, the, like, flower-based tech mod. Holy cow, does that thing spam the world generation. Like, those things are literally in giant clusters in basically every biome. If the biome has grass anywhere, there's Britannia flowers. And fun fact, Britannia is actually in this pack and is very, very much required for progression. Just can't get there yet. And you're never going to find the flowers here because they only grow in the Twilight Forest. I believe. If I remember right, they only grow in the Twilight Forest or something like that. And, like, have to be made or some crap. I forget. It's really, like, goofy. So yeah, that gets these going. This entire field is going to be dedicated to just soy. Because we're going to need a lot of tofu. 4, 5, 7. Let's go get this done. Okay, so we're gonna go 8, 9, 1, 2, 3. You can kind of see where this is going. It's gonna be a lot of this today. It's all about getting the stuff for all of those top tier foods. At least as much of it as possible right now. And so we can place the lily pad like right here or something and just jump right back up. What's funny, you're gonna have this like dock area with all this stuff on it. And then next to it, like over here or something, is just gonna be an industrial strength water station. There's gonna be like a tower of like freaking like water stuff. There's gonna be water tanks all over like right here at the bottom, and then there's just gonna be solar boilers for days over there. Like, once I get enough silver to make enough of them. And eventually, water production will mostly move away from the railcraft tanks to cacti-based water extraction. And no, I'm not making a vanilla cacti farm either. IC2 crop. You get 4 times the yield for cacti for an IC2 crop. And they grow faster than a normal cacti farm would. At their default stats. Like, it's actually kind of silly how much cacti you can get. Because, yeah, if you look at it here, you go, take the cacti, you go useless for that, right? And if we go over, where is it? Yeah. Squeezer machine from forestry, you get water this way out of it. That's one option. Then you can also do it in a GregTech fluid extractor, which is what it's going to be done in, because this thing is quite fast. Only takes 1.6 seconds to extract one cactus and get half a bucket of water out of it. Because, as you've probably seen, there's no infinite water in this pack, so you gotta do it the hard way. We don't get that luxury in New Horizons. And yeah, any obvious cheese methods to bypass the non-infinite water, besides like generating it in tanks and other methods like that, don't try. They patched them. Any bypass method like cauldrons and crap, yeah, just don't even try it. Or like the whole like bottling water. Because bottling water in glass bottles will also delete the block out of the world. So you can't even, like, cheese it by bottling water and then sticking it in a cauldron and bucketing it out of the cauldron. That would be the normal bypass. It don't work. I need to check on the coke oven real quick, see how much charcoal I've gotten made. I need a ton of torches. Oh, nice, it's already done. Chuck another stack in there. So I'm gonna need all that stuff to do this. Yeah, my last one, I built a basically a cobble box like that, a giant one, and just made 9x9 plots like this inside of it. And then there was an area for berries, and there was an outdoor area for like all the fruit trees and stuff. I figured this one I'll do it a little different. We'll do it just outdoors, out in the open this time. Plus, it saves me having to build and eventually tear down yet another cobble box. The less cobble boxes I have to tear out, the better. Yeah, it's also why I'm taking the water from the bottom right there and not from the top. That way there's a lot less water-related stuff that I have to fix later on. Just makes my life that much easier. Hey, there's the modifier. It's about time. Yeah, for now, I'm gonna skip the second plot of bonsais and just go for the rest of this. Yeah, you can see these are barely growing. It's gonna take a bit to expand all these out anyway, so... another nice part about a lot of modded is... love the right click to harvest crops. It's so much nicer than having to break everything every single time. Kind of one of the most annoying things left in vanilla, honestly. It's how you have to do that every single stinking time you want to do crops. Get rid of that ink sac. Clogging up my inventory. Like, something in here is clogging the old inventory apart. Let's see. We got tomato right there. That's good. I don't think I have any lettuce. Bell pepper, I think, is used for one of them in here. Where is it? Yeah, bell pepper, onion, spice leaf for the pizza. So we'll take the bell pepper. We need potatoes, obviously. Let's see, spice leaf, where are you? I don't know if I have one of those just yet. No. Andy, I kept the 5 delighted meals safe. That's 5 less I have to make myself, so... because you just get those as a reward. You can also find them in, like, certain loot chests. Like, certain kinds of dungeons and stuff can have all those items. Though it's usually more efficient to just make them yourself. You can kind of see where this is going, in a way. Like, yeah, we'll just plant all of this out here for now. Yeah, that's like anytime I need wood, I just come out here and do this. You gotta watch, if these get in your main hand, that'll happen. It's just a quirk with the way these things work. It's a bit screwy at times, but it's usually nothing too serious, though. It's one of those things you just get used to it after a while, and remember to just, like, select a hatchet or some other tool instead. Yeah, next I'm gonna go grab those other water gardens. We'll bust those up, and yeah, you see I made the mistake there of starting to run on it. And yeah, like, that's another basically 2 stacks right there, just out of that. Like, that's how good the bonsais are. They're crazy effective. Now we'll just stick it in there. So let's just go like this. I do not need the tool station. Just get rid of all this crap. We will keep these though. Let's see, I don't need those, but I'll fill them up in here. But we're going to need cactus, we're going to need wheat. We already have cotton and barley, walnut, white mushrooms. I want just all of the things that can be planted. There's the curry already. Toadstools, I believe, are an IC2 crop, if I remember right, or not. Let's see. Yeah, they're not. They're mana infusion. Not the melons just yet. Tropical garden, kiwi, beans, herb gardens, ground, gourd, stock, textile. You can see kind of where this goes. It's a lot of stuff. Spams adds a ton of crops, so then you got to try and remember which ones are fruits and which ones aren't too. That's another small part of the puzzle in a way. Yeah, you can see I have a lot of those gardens. Like these mushrooms, the vanilla ones, are IC2 crops. The white mushrooms just plant on regular farmland. We don't need witchery mandrakes just yet. I don't need a ton of those, so I'm not going to grow those right now because they're annoying, as you could probably imagine. We do not need the textile gardens, but we're going to turn them in for the quest, so I'll bring them with me. Alright, I think that is everything from the looks of it. Yeah. That should be all of it. So we're just going to go right here. Plop that down for now. Like, this isn't going to be sorted at the moment. I'm just going to build the plots and not really sort them right now. Eventually, they will be sorted, like all of them. Oh, I just busted another one there. But for now, I don't really need to worry about it. Yeah, the food situation is getting a little bit out of hand here. Because you see, I have to sit here and do this constantly. Like, this is what running off just meat not made into meals and just raw vegetables and fruits and smoothies and juices will do. It takes literally forever to do everything. And we can at least just go re-till this ground, replant this one. Now, alright, so just grabbing all the gardens that I have enough of here. You can clearly see which one is the easiest to get. Yeah, I need to get these planted. Like right there. Where was the other one? Need to get these planted. And yeah, that's it for now. When we come over here, we can just do like this. That one can go right there. This one can go right there. Those will just slowly spread over time. So now if we come here, we can submit that, and that should be most of these out of the way. You need leafy gardens. So we can just plant these too. You can just go boom, 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 and they'll start spreading. So all of these other gardens, except for textile, those are kind of crap. We can just start popping these gardens open. The reason why I turned in the water gardens is there's more of them over there anyway. The way these gardens work is you just pop them open and you get 3 random plants of that category out of the garden. The goal is to pop enough of these to get all of the plants. And as you can see, there's a ton of them. And grass gardens, these are going to be the fun ones. These also give some of the most useful stuff, though, which is probably why they're so much more common. Like, yeah, these give you barley, rye, bamboo, asparagus, corn, and oats, mainly. Like, all your basic stuff. So now we got another soybean, we got more tomatoes, like all this stuff we can just go plant. All of those. And yeah, these are just plantable, those berries are just plantable ones. Instead of having to pick the berry bushes over there, we can just plant them as crops. It's so much easier. 22, stage 2. Alright. They're getting there. They're not that far off. So, soybean up there. And yeah, sesame seed. Just interesting one there. Yeah. Right, that should be, I believe, all of them that turn into spam seeds. Yep, pretty much. Then we'll do that, and then we'll just go like this. Just temporarily, just to use up the space. There. I'll just come here, randomly plant all of these. Oh, I missed one. Because I just need to get a start on these, pretty much. Pineapple, rye, oats, mushrooms, sesame. Mushrooms are probably going to be the most useful thing here, so we'll plant more of those. And we'll also plant some more vanilla potatoes for now. Right. Then we're going to just go here and row plant a bunch of stuff. Yeah, eventually everything is going to be row planted except for the ones that are full fields, like the barley and cotton and soy. What I did the last time was like 3x3 plots of them, but this time I'm just going to row plant, since it's a little bit more efficient that way. Alright, that's a good start, at least. 65% done. So, still gonna build more plots out now. They very obviously need more room. Yeah, you can see why I choose the barley mostly. Right here. This is why. Because this stuff grows like bamboo. Like, it's all the Natura crops are like that. They all grow extremely fast. You can see that one's already grown again. Like it's kind of silly. And actually, before I eat these delighted meals, we're just going to do that. Maybe they're already turned in. I don't have to worry about it. Alright, so dough, we need salt, flour, and water, basically. Fresh water is just made by putting a water bucket crafting table. No big deal. That'll get really efficient once I get a Railcraft water tank and let it build up. I can crank out a ton of those in a matter of minutes. You get 4 fresh water, like, for each one, basically. Let's go build more. Then yeah, all this will get ripped out. I'll take the water out so this goes back to normal land and stuff like that. And then maybe we'll plant, like, the berry bushes can go, like, around the edge of the building or something. Like, just so they're there, I want to have them, you know, as an option. Dang it. Alright. I needed to go in here anyway, so that's 9, right? Nope, that's 8. Alright. 9 right there. 1, 2, 3. Like that. That's why I did the water gardens. And just turn them in anyway. It's like, they're already right here. It's like, why not, you know? Yeah, I don't know if I can make this. I'll try. Nope, that's not doable. Very not doable. You know what? Just, rid of that. Let's go ahead and grab these things. Why not? Never know when I'll need them for something. So a lot of items in GT&H that you wouldn't think would be useful actually have uses at some point or another. Oh, that's why. I'm like, why is that not working? Alright, let's place one of these down on the side here. Just like that. Just so I can get up from this end. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is the slowest part of it all right here. There's no good way to do this fast without that happening. I almost thought that was another ender creeper, like right here. There for a second. Like, wait, I didn't see an ender creeper nowhere. I am literally starving. And a big part of it's going to be hunting for all the fruit and vegetable trees, too. That's another fun one. That's going to happen, is a lot of running around the world looking for those stupid things. Not all of them are very common. Some are, but not all. There's a few that can be kind of tricky at times. Close enough. Hopefully by the time I get these 3 built, some of those crops will be ready to harvest. Though, part of me doubts it. We can only hope. I think that was just algae. I don't care about the algae right there and duckweed and all of that. Doesn't really have any use that I know of. Eye is itching really bad today. What? Like, yeah, you wouldn't be doing this, like, say, if you wanted to try GregTech, like, if you did the community pack or, like, Nomi Factory and stuff, you can play those in peaceful, so you wouldn't have to do any of this right here. And, like, the wood nerf isn't a thing, and none of that. So. But you're also missing out on a lot of content, if you know what I mean. This GTNH also has a lot of, like, extra multi-block machines and just extra machines and mechanics in general that normally aren't a thing. Man, the days fly by, don't they? It's crazy how fast the days seem to go by. It really is. Nope, it's not that one, it's this one. Really? What? Apparently I was too far away there. Probably too close, actually. Now that I think about it. Looking to see if anything has spread so far, but I'm not really seeing anything. That's a bit of a bummer, but it can take many real-life hours for those things to even start to spread, though. So it doesn't surprise me any. Ooh, there's the lag again. Not sure what in the heck is causing that occasional stuttering like that. That's gonna happen a lot. That's fine. I'm probably only wasting like 2 durability on it. Much better. Now, shouldn't be any mob issues. And this stuff will be growing if I forget to sleep, at least. Hi. What are you? You're one of those bad Endermen. That's one of the really, really bad ones, because it's got the red tint like that. You don't want to be anywhere near those when they're angry. I think they're like cursed Endermen or something like that. It gives you a whole bunch of like stacking debuffs, if I remember right. Not fun. Oh, yeah, the food situation is dire because we're overeating things. Yeah, food situation is very dire. Not very often you get a garden that drops absolutely nothing. Yeah, you even get like crabs and crayfish and scallops and things like that, like this, that can convert to regular fish. That's most of what you're going to get out of the water gardens. Though there are a couple other things, if I remember right. Let's see. Yeah, seaweed, rice, cranberries, water chestnuts. There's a couple. Oh, the lag is so bad. It's not memory. Huh. There's gotta be something there that, like, Angelica just really doesn't like. Yeah, there's gotta be. Green heart. We got seaweed. Nice. We got water chestnuts. Awesome. No, we got rice, seaweed, water chestnut. All right. We just need cranberry, basically. So let's hope we get cranberry out of the rest of these. At least out of this one. I'm going to leave that one to spread. Nice. There's the cranberry. We're done with those. Hey, ready to see a funny compared to modern Minecraft? Seaweed, right? We're gonna, pun intended, see about that. You ready for this one? Boom, seaweed. Cranberries, rice, all the stuff that would normally grow in water. Water chestnuts, done. Boom. Who needs water? It's one of the silly things about spams. There's something down below there, but I don't care. I literally couldn't care less about whatever that item is. That's probably just algae or something stupid again. Yeah, this food situation is bad. Alright, what do we got here that I can use? Mallow-berries are a good one. Let's use the raspberries, sure. Melon smoothies. Let's take some more melon. No, should be up here. Boom, boom, boom. Just chuck that out there. Make more melons and raspberries. Okay, that's looking a little bit better there. Let's turn these into blueberry ones too. Boom and boom. Alright. Okay, that's looking a lot better. That'll fend off the hunger for at least a little bit longer. This is what a lot of this is going to look like, though. So now we'll take this stuff out there and plant it. Still don't have enough IC2 crops to be able to do the others. That'll come with time. So we got like the melons and pumpkins going. I don't need more barley. We're good on that. This should be enough. Whoa, 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 whoa. Way overdue. That was almost bad. We do not want to do that. Boom. And boom. Yeah, I don't know what's causing that lag. That's weird. Huh. Ah, zombie. Yeah, like these bushes aren't going anywhere anytime soon. They'll just get moved onto the side of the building. They will still be relevant. Like, food will still get used occasionally just because there's some situations where, like, you really need to fill the bar fast, like, you know, taking heavy damage, and you need to get your healing back up. As well as, like, you know, long stints of running or breaking blocks. It's like, you don't want to have to sit there and hold the thing constantly. There it is. It's a ninja skeleton. This shouldn't be that bad. Hi. Oh, no, it's a Gatling skeleton. It actually is bad. It looked like a ninja skeleton there for a minute. No, that's actually one of the worst skeletons right there. For some reason, it just decided to not shoot at me, which is strange. You know what? I may be able to get away with not having full plots of the tomatoes and crap. Just because I'm not going to need that much of it, I don't think. So we may be able to just get away with like this on this side, and maybe I can put the orchard over here instead. Like I can just expand this out more and build the orchard here or something. We'll see how it looks. I may or may not get to the orchard today, but who knows? Either way, there's going to be temporary trees being planted. Just like there was at the hidey hole base. So, see, we really don't need these all that fast, so all I'm gonna do is probably just the standard like this. Just like that should be good enough for those. Oh yeah, it's way faster than it was. That's like a night and day difference right there. Compared to what it was like. Much faster. Yeah, the very edges are going to be a little weird. It's not going to line up exactly right, but I'll have to figure out how to handle those. So, at least I don't think it's going to here. Yeah, because see, you're going to have third block, and then this lily pad would be the corner block right there. Oh well. Not that bad. Oh, come on, stop getting stuck. Yeah, so what I may do is just something kind of like this. And just make this one 5 on the edge. Probably the best way to do it. Wow, I'm getting kind of lucky with these lily pads, aren't I? That's crazy. All the lily pads are just lining right up. Not this one, though. Yeah, that is weird. 1, 2, 3, 5 done. 1, 2, 3, 5, right? 3, 4, 5. Just making sure it's all lined up here. This is gotta go. 1, 2, 3. That one lines up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to investigate that one. That's weird. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, I tell you what, I'm gonna basically call it on this for now. I mean, that works, right? That's good enough to get it started. We'll call it on the crop farming right there. Then we'll just come tend to it every now and then. Because it's going to be a while before the rest of these gardens start spreading. And I'm actually able to really do much of anything with them. So, let's just go ahead and plant out the rest of what's grown right here. All of these, that, this. Don't need barley. Because I'll eventually go through and take an inventory of like what I have and look up all the existing crops just to see like what I'm missing and what I'm actually have. For now, this will do. And just trying to put them in rows like that so they're a little bit faster growing than normal. Let's see, we need that. Grape, eggplants, cantaloupes, chili, corn. Whoops. And once this is done, I'll start looking into some more quests, because I'm going to have to go round up animals and stuff like that, too. Because I know to get backpacks, I'm going to need a lot more leather than I have. I have very little right now. Yeah, actually, I had to go hunt cows yesterday just to get what I got done. Definitely got to make more doors coming out of this place, too. Like, I need a door, like, over here by this corner. And the sooner I do it, the better, because it'll eventually get filled with all the crap that's over there. Alright, I think that's everything, then. As I said, I don't need the Spams barley. I'm using the Natura barley instead. But yeah, and then off camera, I'll get all this ripped out right here and get kind of a bit of a path leading down to that. I'll finish the sides of it off and everything. Like when I do that off camera later. I'm thinking I'll probably take a couple days off of streaming. Just to give me time to do some stuff in the background for this. Since it's so much work. That'll give me time to mine up a ton of materials to, like, actually, you know, proper get through Steam Age and stuff. And it'll give me time to get all the crops farmed and get all of that planted and done correctly. Rather than just slapped together like that is. Let's see. You. This all goes in the top up here. These all go right here. Sticks should go right there. Alright, let's actually try and get some stuff completed here. While that all grows. Actually, there's one more thing I need to do. There. Now it'll all actually grow no matter where I am. Alright, so quest progression, gathering sugar. I remember right, that's not as simple as just cracking it open. You actually got to use mortars, so I'll do that eventually. Let's see, what's the reward? Caramel apple. Okay, just coins. Not worried about that right now. Alright, proper Stone Age. 6 bronze plates. Gets a large bronze fluid pipe. Gather up all our GregTech tools here. Yeah, that looks like all of them. Alright. Smash those up like that. And that's tiny pipes. That's small. That's large. Just give me the Steam Age. How bad are these? They are really bad. You know what? I'll take those instead. Crowbar. Not really worried about that right this moment. Yeah, see, I need more leather to get the sleeping bag and backpacks like this. Stuff like that. It's a lot, because we need 4 leather in one of those, and I have 2 tanned leather right here. But I only have 2 regular leather right there. So I am not very prepared for that. The bronze javelin, no, don't need that. Don't really. Fortune 2, not really a point in that. What? How am I gonna use that? I don't have an anvil yet. This takes iron plates, wrenches, and furnace. That's easily doable. Probably best to wait to do this, but I'll go ahead and upgrade like 2 of them for now. Just because it'll get a little more efficient once I do steam machines. So. Give me my free iron. And I already have 1 boiler, so that's already done there. Let's see, Chad. Damascus still, that's nice. That's just for shears. I don't really need that right this second. This just gives a Damascus steel tool. Honestly, I would probably like take the file or the saw, since those get used longer. Did that. Can I go ahead and do this? 2 plates, a ring, and a screw. That shouldn't be that hard to do. And I need sticks. Let's just take a bunch of sticks here. Okay, ring is what? Hammer and... Right. Yeah. Two iron plates. That don't work because of the... Well then. Didn't think the hammer was that low in durability. Shoot. Done. Wonder how well those worked with GregTech stuff. Which one do I want? File or saw? I think I'm gonna take the saw here. Because I'm gonna burn through that thing in no time flat anyway. It's like, might as well. It saves me a handful of iron at this point. Not worried about compact drawers just yet. XP drain. How bad is this? Let's move on to instead. Alright. Hoppers. Using steam to cook. Blah, blah, blah. Where is my water multi-block? It should be somewhere here. Multi-block goals, maybe. That's automation with pipes and hoppers. No. Yeah, this is just telling you don't cross chunk boundaries with multi-blocks because old Minecraft really don't like that. And things can and will explode. This talks about the whole get an infernal enderman and trap it in a smeltery. Free ender pearls for life, literally. Here it is, water dilemma. Alright, tree tap. We need sticky resin. Ugh. Small, regular, and large wooden pipes. Alright, none of these use slabs, so. And boom, that one's gone. Crazy how fast that goes, huh? Let's see. You, Saul. That. Let's do that one. Now the file is gone there. Right. Regular ones like that. And large like this. And they need wood screws, which need shortwood sticks, which need sticks, which need that. You can see how complicated the microcrafting gets. It gets pretty silly. Crap, what did I break now? Soft mallet. Okay. And now it's moaning about the soft mallet, so we'll chuck that on the floor real quick. Have IC2 rubber here. Whoa, almost made that mistake again. I gotta stop doing that. I need to look before I open the door. Oh, that's not fun. Can I hit you through the door? No, I cannot. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. Do not let that thing get in there. Oh god. That's the same kind of spider that killed me before. Not today. Don't you even think about it. Actually, wait, I can put that away too. That gives me a lot more room. It's gonna be super nice not having to worry about the big trees now. Should also take the leads just in case I find any cows and stuff and start herding them on over here. Get that problem sorted. And we'll probably just kind of herd them right over here for now. Should be sufficient. I need to get cows, pigs, sheep, chickens, all the basics too. And let's go ahead and make sure this is chunk loaded too. That should be enough. So I think I had some rubber trees marked over here if I didn't get them already. Rubber trees right there. Obviously not going to carry a sheep from this far away. I don't see a point. Oh wow, I missed a huge pile of berry bushes up there. Yeah, you can see the absurd quantities of these. But I also missed somehow. And this tree sucks. Absolutely nothing on that. They tell me the little stubby tree is going to be the best one. The answer to that is no. Hey, finally. Wow, what a lousy set of trees that was. really crappy. Almost nothing out of these. Sheesh. What's oak? Are these the right ones, or those stock? Those are stock gardens. I was kind of hoping for a bunch of leafy gardens. Got our avocado. Get rid of the rubber trees. Get rid of that avocado. This is potential for coal right here. Oil sands, okay. That's basically guaranteed. I don't like that long of a distance, but yeah, I don't know about that. That's probably too far, honestly. See if I can find them closer. Rubber tree. Man, these rubber trees are really stingy today. Really not getting much out of them. That is just crazy bad. Oh, can't break blocks because I'm hungry. That would do it. And another garbage one. Yeah, there's the good old Natura redbud. I need to be careful around that because of mob spawns. Deviating lily. Let's just mark it. Not really seeing any more here. There's one. And we'll try and get those hounded over here. Nothing really useful for me at all there. Except now we can plant more of these. The nice part will be once I can start using the slime up there for it. It's so much less of a pain than this is. Like, it's not even close. Alright, that tree's kind of meh at best. Good enough. Only got 12 so far, but these will grow over time. Let's go ahead and hound up this. And this. There's the pigs done. I got 2 sheep and 1 cow. Can I get 1 more cow over here? Just 1. My food is getting dire again. And I'm gonna have to search for more of those. I lost the leads over here somewhere. Come on. Seriously. Why? Oh, vanilla leads. So annoying. How, though? How did you break out of that? What on earth? Come on, 1 more cow. 1 more. That's all I ask is 1 more cow. Maybe taking the cow from way over that way. It looks like this region is pigs and sheep over here. Because that's how animal spawns work at world generation. It's like the animals all spawn in certain regions like that. I'm not too worried about rabbits or chicken just yet. We'll just take a cow from here and just take the long way back. Kind of unfortunate that I have to do it this way, but it is what it is. No other way around it. And then watch, I get back there, there's going to be a cow right next to the base. Just watch. Like, I'm calling it. There's going to be a cow right next to the base. Forget how annoying these things are. Rarely ever use these things anymore. Even in modern Minecraft, rarely have to use them. It looks like not much in the way of rubber growth yet. If anything. Really? Forget kind of how stupid these are sometimes. Like that. There we go. Alright, they're all on there at least. So now we just need to make some pits and fence here. Probably just make a ton of fence, honestly. And yeah, that one at the bottom will be for extra saplings right there. Then off stream, once I get some more of this done, I'll make a proper like rubber area out here. For now, the random planting will be good enough. I just go ahead and plant like that. This is almost full again. What? I gotta remember the offhand behaves really weird with those things. And shift also behaves kind of strange compared to what I'm used to. Okay. So let's make a ton of spruce fence right here. We'll just use the stick method for now. That's good enough. Okay, yeah, that's right. Any eye behaves really weird like that. It'll make you think you're cheating items in when you're not. That's not fun. Whatever that is. So we'll just tie these right up to this, pretty much. One, two, three. I need 5 fence gates. It's gonna be just flint, sticks, and planks. It's easy enough. I forget you can do that too with the thing. Totally forgot about that. Alright, then we just do this. How are we looking on time? Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up ending pretty soon here. Alright, let him roam around. And we gotta catch him real quick here. Oh, come on. You seriously can fit in there. I know you can. I've done this in Skyblock a billion times. Alright, now I just gotta find where the sheep went, and then we're good. There you are. Get over here. Alright, come on down. You know you want to. Come on, get in the pen. Go clear out inventory and tend to the rubber trees. Probably don't need that many of the tools on me at once, to be perfectly honest. Alright, that helps massively with the inventory bloat. Torches. That's what I forgot. No torches. Yeah, here we go. Finally. Nice. That one sucks. Right now, I'll take any of these with any amount of them on it, as long as it's greater than 0. I don't really care right now, I just need rubber. I'm gonna go more for the plant a ton of them approach than the get perfect rubber trees approach, because I'm quickly gonna move on to using slime for it instead, so I won't be using these very long. Nice, 2 in a row. $22, that I think is enough to get that quest done. There. Yep, they're good. Just don't want mobs spawning directly inside of them. That would just be silly. We'll get that quest done, and we'll go tend to the crops real quick, and we'll see if I can do any other really quick ones. And go from there. I need 52 iron rods. Ooh. Right, 130 planks. That's not that many. What if we just cut these down to size? That should be more than enough. This on here because I'm going to be making a ton of these things. Boom, we got our water tank. Yeah, it'll be like placed like right over in here pretty much. Right next to the path for now. Yeah, this wet river right here should be good. Right about here, I do believe. Really? These willow strands need to go away. Alright, we got infinite water going. That's nice. Let's see, mobs can't spawn on it, so we're good there. Make sure it's chunk loaded. Alright, so no more having to tear up the water. Though I still probably will take out some of this as I go. Just because it's there and it needs to go away anyway. get a bunch of fluid pipes. I'll take those. See, I'll take those now before I forget. Must I go ahead and take my essence berries that I haven't taken yet. Yeah, this is where we need a railcraft multi-block tank. And I'm not going to get into railcraft steam power just yet. Like, I'm going to try to push through LV again with just solar boilers. And near the end of LV, I'll start setting up the 50 coke ovens that are required to run some max-size railcraft. And then obviously that's just like, why one coke oven when you can have 10? Well, we're going to make 50. Because that's how many it takes for this. It's crazy. Yeah. These are nice too, the blocks of charcoal. So this will happen eventually. It's just a matter of building a smeltery and finding the right Enderman. Who knows how long that could take. Alright, multi-block tanks. We need 60 iron plates and 60 iron screws for that. Huh? What? There we go. What the heck? I was like, huh? What? Stack of those down. Need more files. $60 of those. We take those. Solomon half. File them into screws. Alright, there's those. 2 valves. I need 2 iron bars, some large bronze pipe, some more screws. This needs glass. This we need to pour glass out of the smeltery. Liquid glass. Glass dust. A bunch of quartz, sand, and flint dust. So, yeah, I need to find the sand and a mortar here. Get that going. That's not that bad, though. Let's make the iron bars here. Just need 2 crafts of iron bars. File. Where'd my file go? There it is. I hate not having the color thing. I'll have that working by next stream, too. I'll remake that resource pack that does that. So I stop getting them mixed up. Otherwise, I'm going to continue to get those mixed up. Because I'm just used to having that. And when it's not there, it's really strange. Come on, thing, work. Boom, and now we need that large bronze pipe. And we need to make another one. And watch all those resources I spent all that time getting completely disappear. Because they will not last very long at all. Alright, there's the 2 tank valves. 2 tank gauges. We need glass. Let's grab a full mortar. And some sand here. We can just mortar this up in the inventory. It don't matter. Then we need some flint. Let's see, essence berries there. The essence berries will get planted as IC2 crops. Like, that's the only real way to do them on here is just as IC2 crops. I should have another one. Oh, yeah, that's right. Huh. That's right. $32 glass dust. Alright, this just what? Goes straight into the smeltery, right? Yeah, straight into the smeltery. Boom. Lava. Perfect. It's only a matter of time before that's done. We need 4 plates, 8 screws for iron. I'm not making too much in the way of excess right now, just because it's so expensive, but I'm already pretty close to steam machines, so it's like I don't want to waste too many resources yet. Okay, we're just waiting on the smeltery here. I need to see if I can make another drain. Just to do this a little bit faster. See, I got all these basins. It's like almost there. We need this one. It's just 8 and one of those. All right. There. Much better. Alright, let's go pop this, pop these 2. Boom, boom, boom. And boom. Those off. That should make this process a lot less painful. do we get clear panes? Can we cut these? Yeah. We can. Alright, that takes 250 to make a pane. What is it taking to make a full one? It takes 1,000, so it's better to pour out the panes for these. Come on. Perfect. Let's see. Gauge. I will make the gold ore berry. Any source of free gold is nice, just because gold is a little bit harder than a lot of materials early on in GregTech. A little bit more rare. It's always good to have a little bit extra gold around. Hi, Enderbutt. What kind of Enderman are you? Blinding Enderman. And being hardcore Ender expansion is on, I don't really want to mess with trying to kill an Enderman right now. This Enderman anti-cheese is no joke. The Enderman anti-cheese mechanic will ruin your day faster than you can scream wanting to get away from it. So... yeah, like it's we will make one for creosote, but the first one's gonna be for Steam, not for creosote. Don't really need a buffer creosote just yet. So yeah, first thing will be making a bunch of bricked bronze hulls. I need to make some bricks first. Let's see. Were they nice? Let's see. Hey, they were. What do you know? That's really good. They can actually do those? Like the real thing can't do that. I wonder if these just cook any furnace item. Or if they actually, like, went through the hassle of blacklisting all the foods or anything. No, don't dump the creosote all over everything. Ah! Crap. Well, that was a bit of an oof. I mean, luckily it don't really matter, because there's no issues. Alright, so bricked bronze hulls. We need a bunch of bronze plates. We'll make like 20 bronze plates. We should already have our coal boiler and you. Just put away the tank parts for now. Man, those hammers go quick. Right, I forgot about this part. I always forget about this part. Where they do that. Run, 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 run. Yeah, that's not good. If it has a special skin, it's always bad news. I think I saw it right over there still. What kind of spider is that? Okay. Warded spider. Okay. What is this one? Tough spider. Not so tough when it only has like 2 health left, though. Snares targets in webs. Yeah, I don't want to mess with that. We'll let you despawn. I can not be taking hits like that. Alright, brick bronze hull. We need a steam alloy smelter. 6 small bronze pipes. Easy enough. 6 bronze pipes, 2 furnace. Where's my gravel? Those will be fine over there for just a couple seconds. They won't be there long. Until we burn through those. Cobblestone 12. What kind are they? Small bronze pipes. It's top is wrench, bottom is hammer. There, steam alloy smelter. Get out of my inventory. Alright. There's our alloy smelter. Obviously not going to use this stuff yet, but I'm going to go ahead and get it made. Okay, you can get some bronze ingots for that. I'll take it. We get ignition. Okay, next one is red alloy. Yeah. It's the steel. 1 anvil. You need pistons, yeah, which need red alloy plates, but we have a piston. You don't need a wire cutter or a knife right now, or a tree tap, or buckets, or that. Alright, how bad is this thing? 6 more of those. Just a bronze hull for this one. Alright, but I don't want to make it yet, so... Because it's going to try and force me to, like, hey, you need to do this, and then go to these, you know? They requires... hell is that? Requires wire mill point 2. Which is this one. Yeah. This is just the one to make a wire cutter. It's already done. It's like... I just can't turn it in yet because I gotta make red alloy. So... copper ingot and redstone. Yeah. Alright. So we'll worry about that next time. As that, I'll tend to the crops and stuff off camera. I'll get the rest of that built up. And I'll start working on the rest of the foods and stuff for that. And then when I come back next time, we'll get I'll get this cleaned up right here. All of this. I'll get that little dirt path made down here. Probably decorate it with some flowers and torches. Just real simple. And then, yeah, we'll get this piped up into the building there and start getting actual steam going. And then we'll try to tear through Steam Age, like early Steam Age, on the next one. I don't know if we'll get steel, but I'm going to also do the prospecting, try and find the calcite vein that's going to be necessary for that. As if we come over here to our multi-block goals, right here. Yeah, you need a lot here, and we need calcite. And we need more quartz, but the quartz sand is easy. It's just sand. So that's just like whatever. And you can see where this goes. We need a lot of bricks. We need a lot of clay. We need gypsum. Like, there's so much stuff I gotta do. Like, yeah, I need to find gypsum. Which is 50 to 60. It's a Fuller's Earth vein. I may have already found a Fuller's Earth vein. Yeah, just not a gypsum one. I found a kaolinite version. So I need to try and prospect for that too. And calcite is going to be in the lapis veins. I haven't found one yet, but I should have one by next stream. So yeah, that'll be it for me for today. Thank you everybody for watching. I will see you sometime next week. I'll have the schedule up later today. Like I said earlier, I'll probably take a couple days off stream just to get most of this situated. So I expect next week is going to be a pretty light week for streams. There's probably only going to be 2, maybe 3, and they'll probably be all GregTech next week. I'm also taking a couple of weeks at least off of Mario 64. Just see if clearing out the bad muscle memory helps me get another PB and start to actually improve at that game. So yeah, I will see everybody next week. Most likely expect probably around Wednesday-ish. We'll see. And have a great rest of your day, everybody. Bye.